Hello everyone, my name's Dave. Welcome to my shop garage. Had an issue with my 2014 Harley-Davidson Electra Glide. The boombox screen was getting scratched somehow. I have no idea how it was happening. I do run a cord for my cell phone here, but I never have that out when the cell phone's not in there, and that could have been banging on it. I'll insert a picture here of what the mess it looked like. And I'm going to show you how I got it to look a lot better by using some a rubbing compound that I actually have for some of the signs I make. And I'll show you some of the signs now.
Light's not right on top of it, but that's what it looks.
So when those signs have a little bit of a scratching to them, you can get that scratching out by using this rubbing compound, which I'll show you. And I'll just show you how the process I went through to do it. And if you have the same issue, rather than replace the screen of the boombox, or perhaps the whole boombox itself, because the screen can't be replaced, I don't know if that's true or not. Be honest, I just tried this because one of my friends said, hey, maybe you should use that same compound that you use to buff out headlights. I went, hey, just a minute. I got that stuff for my signs. So I tried that yesterday and it worked surprisingly well. So here's the process. So here it is, the Novus number 2 fine scratch remover. And all you do is you put a little bit on a clean rag. After cleaning the screen, make sure there's no dust particles on there or anything. And then you put a bit on the rag, and with one or two fingers, you slowly do little tiny circles. And then you do it till it all dries up. And then you wipe it all off. And then if you have to, you repeat. And yesterday I repeated it about 6 times because some of the scratches were quite deep. But here, I'll show you how that works. And all you do is you get it on there and you just do a million little circles, just around and around. In the picture from earlier, here I'll insert that now, you can see it's left a little bit of a flat spot in the middle, and that's fine. We just go around in little circles here until it dries up. My worst spot is on this side right here right now. The middle was pretty bad, but it looks like I've got most of that out. And what also this seems to do is get rid of some of the road grime and dirt that maybe you don't want to wash off too hard with a pressure washer. One thing you do not want to do is wash these dashboards with a pressure washer. I learned that lesson. What happened was I washed it with a pressure washer and water got in the speedometer. I'm not sure how this works. Maybe somebody knows, can comment. But I screwed up that speedometer and it screwed up the whole motorcycle. I didn't have cruise control. I didn't have my tachometer. I had my tachometer. I did not have my speedometer. Nothing seemed to work. So Harley said, yep, everything's connected. If you mess something up, it affects everything. So never pressure wash the dashboards on these bikes. Learn from my mistake. So we just keep going and going and going like this in circles. Like I said, the left side here is left side's the worst, so we'll concentrate on there. Now, so I'll quickly wipe that off. It's dried up a little bit now. So using the other side of the rag here. You're gonna get a little bit of streaking, but that's all right. It'll all dry up and come off eventually. So I'll put up that scratched picture again. And there you can see in that, there's an oval. Can you see that oval in there? That's where it was actually the worst. So what I have to keep doing is just keep going around the edges. You see around that oval there, around the edges, clean all that up, and then she'll be as good as new. Let me turn the power on. Turn down the radio because I got the stereo on. There we go, get rid of that. As soon as it wakes up here. There we go. And before, it was actually hard to read the time in the bottom left there. And then even in where it says in the top middle FM category menu, there was actually a little fuzzy, a little hard to read. Now this stuff has cleaned it right up. So that's what you do. You clean up your screen. You put a little bit of the Novice Type 2 rubbing compound on there. Spend, I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe two. I think I spent 90 minutes yesterday getting all the scratches out. And then it comes back. And that's a lot cheaper than buying either a new screen, which of course the boombox has to come out to do that. I've got a couple other videos where I show you how I wired up my, my GPS here. And of course I take the front fairing off for that. And then once you're in there, there's a lot of wires and a lot of stuff to undo, but it can be done. The boombox is not out of anybody's mechanical range, I don't think, but this is much easier just to rub out the scratches, and good for quite a while longer. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll see you on the road.